Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Now with the main headlines. Aid organizations confirm most Yemeni families live on one meal a day. Taliban ruled Afghanistan falls 12 places to 162 in Global Corruption Index. Groundbreaking device crafted by Iranian doctors detects diseases from iris layer. And the IOM says that 3,000 dead in 2023 and nearly 100 dead or missing in the first month of 2024 in the Mediterranean Sea. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, dear viewers. This is Yunus Dawood and you're watching Shia Waves live from London, only on Imam Hussein TV 3. Many international aid organizations confirmed on Wednesday that they are increasingly concerned about the deteriorating humanitarian situation in Yemen due to the complexity of delivering aid to millions of Yemenis. In the latest development, the Aden Chamber of Commerce and Industry issued a statement in which it discussed the living and economic conditions in the country. The statement said, "We monitor with great sadness and pain what the situation has come to and what has befallen the citizens of poverty, hunger and misery, which has reached the point where most of the population can no longer secure their food needs." The statement added that the food of many families is limited to one meal a day and that barely fills one's stomach, considering that this situation will inevitably lead to the disasters and economic and social disruptions. It also pointed out that these crises have become imminent and are looming on the horizon. Taliban ruled Afghanistan has fallen 12 places down to 162 in the Corruption Perceptions Index in the CPI for 2023 compared to the previous year. Transparency International said in a report released on Tuesday. More details in the following report.
In a new report released by the Transparency International, Afghanistan under the rule of the Taliban has been ranked 162 in the Corruption Perception Index (CPI) in 2023 with 20 points. According to the reports published on Tuesday, in 2023, Taliban-ruled Afghanistan has scored 20 points out of 100 in the fight against corruption. The Southeast Asian country had scored 24 points in the previous year, occupying the 150th place. The organization uses the CPI to determine the perceived levels of public sector corruption in 180 countries, territories around the world, giving them points from 0 to 100. In the new ranking, Afghanistan is placed above countries including Libya, Turkmenistan, North Korea, Yemen, and Syria. Denmark tops the index for the 6th consecutive year with 90 points, and Finland, New Zealand, and Norway occupy the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th places, respectively. Corruption will continue to thrive until justice systems can punish wrongdoing and keep governments in check, said François Vallerin, chair of Transparency International. He further added, "When justice is bought or politically interfered with, it is the people who suffer." Valerian also emphasized that the leaders should fully invest in and guarantee the independence of institutions that uphold the law and tackle corruption, urging that it is time to end impunity for corruption. The news comes despite the fact that the Taliban government has repeatedly claimed that administrative corruption in Afghanistan is close to zero after their assumption of power. In response to this report, Zabihullah Mujahid, the chief spokesman of the Taliban, wrote in a post on X, "Afghanistan is a corruption-free country. In the calculation of Transparency International, Afghanistan ranks 162, which is a good position." It is worth mentioning that overall, Arab countries performed badly in this year's index, with an average score of 34 out of 100, with high levels of political corruption that have hindered anti-corruption efforts. Transparency International is a leading global civil society organization that measures and combats corruption. It was founded in 1993 in Berlin, Germany, and has since become a trusted source of information and analysis on corruption. This is Ali Al-Hadi reporting for Shia Waves.
Iranian engineers and doctors in the Van province of Turkey built an iridology device that can diagnose body diseases by taking and processing pictures from the iris layer of the eye. Iriscope is supported by artificial intelligence and compares the captured images with the images stored in its memory and reports diseases of the human body to doctors. Mehrdad Fojlali, an Iranian mechanical engineer and the representative of the World Federation of Inventors in Turkey, and doctors Roya Hampuria and Himputur and Behzad Jabashi worked as a team to build this innovative device. Let's take a look back at today's main headlines. Aid organizations confirm most Yemeni families live on one meal a day. Taliban ruled Afghanistan falls 12 places to 162 in Global Corruption Index. Groundbreaking device crafted by Iranian doctors detects diseases from the iris layer. Also tonight, Grand Ayatollah Sayyid Sadiq Hussein Shirazi remarks on some rulings of Salat. The International Organization for Migration, or the IOM, recently announced that almost 100 people have died or gone missing in the Mediterranean since the beginning of this year of 2024. This comes despite the fact that European countries have enacted strict laws in recent years to prevent the entry of asylum seekers into these countries. According to the official data, the annual number of migrant deaths and disappearances in the entire Mediterranean increased from 2,048 in 2021 to 2,411 in 2022 and to 3,041 by the end of 2023. Meanwhile, European countries have enacted strict laws in recent years to prevent asylum seekers from entering these countries. Recently, the British government announced that despite opposition of human rights organizations, it will deport immigrants who entered this country illegally to the African country of Rwanda. And now we'll continue with some shorter news. Silvia Orales, a far-right separatist leader of the Catalan town of Ripoli, has launched a campaign this week to remove halal menus from public schools. Her latest controversial statement came on Monday when she announced that she had filed a motion to ensure all meat served in Ripoli schools comes from animals that were slaughtered after being sedated or stunned. Around 13% of Ripoli's population of around 10,600 is foreign-born, according to Catalan government statistics. The town is home to a large Muslim community. Inspired by Imam Hussein's revolution and values, the World Humanitarian Organization, who is Hussein, has reaffirmed its determination and commitment to continue exerting efforts to care for the needy and aid them. The organization said that it works to empower human communities around the world through organizing charitable events and inspired by the revolution of Imam Hussein alayhi salam. They are committed to providing education to children and young people, and that is recently organized events to emphasize learning in Uganda, Dar es Salaam and the Karaswaki coast. The recent activities of the organization include the distribution of books, school bags, stationery and other educational materials. Female Shia researchers and believers in Zanzibar, Tanzania have affirmed that Sayyidah Fatimah al-Zahra and Sayyidah Zainab alayhum as-salam are the greatest example for Muslim women in building their character, preserving the religion and applying divine laws. The researchers' statement came during the 12th symposium, which was hosted by Imam Barga Mosque in Zanzibar, which was widely attended by Shia female researchers and believers. The Ahl Bayt Foundation in Zanzibar organized the symposium in honor of the two great ladies and to recall their blessed biographies to inspire Muslim women. The present women confirmed that these two great biographies are an excellent example for all women in the world due to the great cultural, religious, scientific and ethical legacy left by these two pure ladies. 4 people were killed while 6 were wounded in a bomb blast at a PTI rally in Balochistan, Sibi on Tuesday, police and health officials said that just 9 days before the February 8th general elections. According to PTI statement, the blast occurred at an election rally organized by party-backed candidate Saddam Tarin. It termed an incident a criminal failure of the provincial and federal governments. Meanwhile, interim Balochistan Information Minister Jan Chazaki said regardless of the actions of terrorists, the elections will proceed as planned. The United Nations Human Rights Chief expressed concern about the severe impact of ongoing armed battles between the ruling junta in Myanmar and the opposition groups in the Rohingya community in Myanmar, particularly the Rakhine state. The military's actions have resulted in numerous civilian casualties and the displacement of thousands of people. In 2023, the UN official noted that 1,600 civilians were reportedly killed by the military, adding that 26,000 people have arrested on political grounds, with 19,973 remaining in detention. The daily scholarly meetings of Grand Ayatollah Sayyid Sadiq al-Hussein al-Shirazi was held on Tuesday, the 18th of Rajab. Grand Ayatollah Shirazi said it is not permissible to repeat the surah in an obligatory salat, that is reciting 2 surahs in 1 rak'ah, and is not allowed, but doing so in an alright mustahab salah or prayer. Let's watch the statements of the Ayatollah together.
بله. آقا در مورد اذان و اقامه روایتی داریم که دلالت بر وجوب کنه. در اقامه بعضی گفتن از بعضی روایات هم استفاده شده. روایت داره کسی یادش رفت اقامه بگه. وارد نماز شد، تو نماز یادش اومد نماز قطع کنه اقامه بگه. بعضی از این روایت استفاده کردن که واجبه، اما خلاف مشهور بین فقهاست، واجب نیست. بعضی در غیر رباعیات یعنی در صبح و مغرب گفتن روایت به اصطلاح صریح و صحیح داریم که به اصطلاح اقامه واجب باشه. نه مشهور بین فقها اینه که اقامه مستحب مؤکده، نه اینکه واجبه. در مبارک عبدالعالی چه؟ در چی؟ در همین مثلا اقامه مستحب نه، حتی عمدن آدم میتونه از اون اقامه نگه، حتی در صبح و مغرب. عروه داره مثلا.
We have reached the end of today's Shia Waves show. Let's take a look back at today's main headlines. Aid organizations confirm most Yemeni families live on 1 meal a day. Taliban ruled Afghanistan falls 12 places to 162 in global corruption index. Groundbreaking device crafted by Iranian doctors detects diseases from this iris layer. The International Organization of Migration says that 3,000 dead in 2023 and nearly 100 dead, all missing in the first month of 2024 in the Mediterranean Sea. Grand Ayatollah Shirazi remarks on some rulings of Salat. You can view the latest news on our website, or you can send news of your city or country to be published on our news agency. Contact us on the numbers at the bottom of your screens. Thank you for watching, and we pray to Allah the Almighty to hasten the reappearance of the Master of our time. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
As lovers of the Ahlul Bayt, we all have an inclination to the epitome of love. When we rejoice